Welcome, ladies and people, to a game called Vangers. It is a game from 1998, which makes it very suitable for a nostalgic Sunday. And I'm actually playing the Steam version of this game. I should still have a physical copy lying around somewhere, but since I couldn't find that, I'm just going to play the Steam version, which is a little different from what I remember. And it's also different from the Russian version of the game, but I didn't know it existed until recently. I don't intend to show everything this game has to offer, but rather just whatever the storyline is. But let's not make this any longer and start right away. I'll start a new game. I tried to play for a bit myself already, but well, for reasons, but I didn't really finish that. But let's just start a new game and hope everything will be alright. So here's a little bit of a backstory. I'm just going to skip through that because, well, if you're interested in more about this game and what the backstory is and all of that, there are other YouTubers out there who made videos on this, and well, you can just go to one of them. I can recommend one of them. I believe he was called DrrZed or something. I'll leave a link in the description anyway, so you guys can look that up. I'll just go right into it. And here we go. Podish. And well, again, if you want to see more of the dialogue, just watch those other YouTubers, and I'll just skip a bit through it and get right to the action, so to say. So, for those unfamiliar with Vangers or Vangers or whatever you would like to call it, or in Dutch, Vangers if you want, which is catchers in English, but I don't think that is what it is derived of. Who cares? Anyway, I'll just call it Vangers. You may correct me if you don't like it, but that's what it's going to be from now on. And here you just get some general information what we are to do. Well, you can even ask questions if you want, but I don't really care about that right now. Let's just go to the shop. Here are mechas, which are cars in some sense, which you will be driving around, because Vangers is sort of a racing game where you just drive around and carry things around, shoot other Vangers basically. And well, there's a lot more to it once you get to the story, but I don't really care yet. We'll get to that in time. I'll just buy a machine gun, as you can see here, which is some sort of machine gun. And well, because it behaves like one anyway, because it fires rapidly and it also fires multiple shots per salvo, which makes it a lot like a machine gun. And there are other guns in this game as well, these ones, but once we get to them, we'll get to them. There's no need to get into that right now. So let's head out right away and see what Vangers is all. There we go, we're outside. For those who have never seen this before, well, you just drive around, and the nice thing about this game is that it is actually voxel based, which is nice because the terrain actually has an effect on how you drive on it. And as you can see, I'm tumbling around already. So this is the base goal speed, and you can speed it up by pressing a button. In my case it's shift. And those creatures you see walking around on the ground, those are beeps, which if you run over them, your currency increases actually, because your currency is beeps actually. Yeah. So if you start out with this game, you probably don't have any clue what to do, which is exactly what was in my case when I was younger, because I started playing this at the age of like 6 or 7, and really I had no clue what to do, and I was stumbling all over the place. It was horrible, but in time, once I started to learn how you actually play this, it got better. And as you can see here, behind this grid, or under this grid, there is some item. Let's see if I can get to it, because the way to get into those is by entering one of these spider webs thingies, and yes, it actually goes in there. And I hope I can stay in. Yes, there we go. And let's look in the inventory. It's a glue egg. That thing can be used to repair your car, basically. So that's what it's useful for, but everything, or anyway items and such, those sell for quite some money, which is good if you start out anyway. So what you see me doing here, I'll just show you, that is how this thing shoots, and what I just shot were stink horns, what they're called in this game, which basically just obstruct the way, and you might want to get rid of them by shooting them. But you could also jump over them, and then you're good as well. What we see here is a spiral station. Let's just go in there real quick. There you go, spiral charged, and that you use to get to other worlds. But we're still very far away from being able to do that, so... And that is a very big mechos. I better get out of the way, because it really hurts if I hit him. And as you can see, a lot of this game is just tumbling around, landing into the water, and as you can see, landing in water actually recharges your machine gun. And that is why the machine gun is very good to start off with, because you have a lot of water everywhere and you can easily get more ammo. See, there's something in here as well. I wonder how I can get in there. I'm actually quite experienced at driving around in this, because really you should try to drive around in this. It's really hard. Even though it might not look so, it is. And I'll just try to get out of this again, because it was the wrong one. I wonder if I can find the right gate into what I wanted. So if you start out and you have no clue where to go, basically you just go up and down the map. But in this case we need to go to Incubator, and you actually have something very useful, the compass, where you can choose where you want to go. So let's go to Incubator, there it is. Let's click it, there we go. Now, and then you see you have a nice compass that leads you to where you need to be. And I can't open this one, unfortunately. So let's just head to Incubator then. Did I go into this passage already? I think so. Oh no, I did. Oh, let's see if I can get it. Yes. Oh, there we go. What is it actually? Oh, it's another nicotine gun. So now we have two. Nice. Well, let's not dawdle around anymore and head to Incubator. Well, as you can see, if you go off-road, it's quite difficult to get back. And that's not a nice thing. But once you play this for quite a bit of time, then you start to learn where you need to go, where the roads lead. And actually, he hit me. Let's see if we can get our revenge. He actually has two garb ears, which are very hurting, and I actually like the garb ears. They're my favorite type of weapons. Focus. Actually, I'll change one around. Sorry. There we go. We're actually almost at Incubator. As you can see, and this is just one passage. And let's head inside and see what we'll find here. This is called an escape, by the way. And it is a bit like the thing we came out of last time, well, when we started out. And that was Podish, and this is Incubator. And again, now I'm going to skip the dialogue for a bit. Because what I was carrying, the, what's it called, Nimbos. I bought it for, I think, something like 30 beeps, and as you can see, you can sell it for 200, so it's basically what you need to do to start off. And well, there are faster ways of getting money, but like going into the hideouts and getting the items like this one and selling those off. But well, the inhabitants of the escaves just like when you carry this stuff around. And well, that's basically what I'll start off with. And well, we'll get into more details of how you can get more money soon, but I'll just show this off. And well, let's head back to Podish again and sell this thing off, and maybe go into some hideouts as well to get some more items for more money. So let's head this way. And the Gorp gears are reloaded at Gorp stations. And since there was one close by, let's just recharge it right away. There we go. And recharge the Mechotine as well. Hope I'm able to get out again. There we go. And we're on our way. And that car that is over there that just flew past, that's a Refa. Small mechos. Oh, that looks like a speedle system. I'm actually going to grab that if I'm able to. Oops. Yeah, closing the inventory with escape doesn't work. You just need to press your inventory again. It's just how it works. Oh, I can't fit that. That's a shame. Yeah, sorry. So then I'll get my Mechotine back. No, I went past it. So the beeps also have different colors. The flashing one gives most beeps if you trample it, like 100 if I'm not mistaken. And brown ones, the regular colored ones, those are just one, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, there's a difference in them, but I don't really care, because you don't trample beeps for money unless you're Rafa or something. There are much faster ways to get money. And we'll get to that eventually. If I can actually get onto the road and do something useful for once. Nope, I'm still just outside the water. And yes, solid road. So at the bottom right there is a mini-map if you didn't notice yet. And you can see other Vangers driving around. Currently it's quiet, but oh well, nothing to worry about then. pick a fight. Here he is, back again. He's fast. Okay, let's not chase him and just continue. Yes, whatever. Up the dominance up there. You have two parameters that you can see over here. Don't click if I don't click. So I have 15 luck and 14 dominance. Luck is, well, it affects what you find in hideouts basically. And dominance determines how other Vangers approach you. Because if you have no dominance at all, they just don't care about you and just drive over you if they have a big mechas, or just kill you if you are bold. If you have high dominance, on the other hand, they'll be afraid of you and try to avoid you if they're small, or otherwise they might pick a fight because they want to be bold as well and defeat the one with the highest dominance, basically. So it has both benefits and disadvantages. I should have gone after. Oh, look at that. The Surtainer. And I got stuck. And I think he left. Well, let's see what's in this hideout. Go on, carry that gun. At least I can carry the gluac and whatever else I picked up. A pop pile, I think. Yes, that's a rocket basically. That is used by a different system, but I don't like that system just because it uses ammo like that and you have to replenish it every time. I prefer the Gorb here because you can reload it at a Gorb station, which are in every world. But no. Anyway, we're back at Ish. And there we have some talk again. I brought a phlegma that they like. And I'll just sell that off, including the other items. And I guess that concludes this video. It's a bit of a short one, but we saw a bit of Fostral. And we'll get into some more interesting stuff the next time. So thank you everybody for watching. And I guess I'll see you next time. Piedrus out.